This is the History of Portugal podcast, an Eat to My Own Beat podcast. New episodes every Friday. Check us out on our Facebook page, the History of Portugal podcast, on YouTube, as well as my website, www.eattomyownbeat.com.
This is episode 114 of the History of Portugal podcast as we continue with Almoravid Dynasty and culture. Today we focus on ceramics and minbars. The Almoravid conquest of Al-Andalus caused a temporary rupture in ceramic production, but it's returned in the 12th century. There is a collection of about 2,000 Maghrebi Andalusi ceramic basins or bowls called bacini in Pisa, where they were used to decorate churches from the early 11th to 15th centuries. There were a number of varieties of ceramics under the Almoravids, including the Serreta Seca pieces. The most luxurious form was iridescent lusterware, made by applying metallic glaze to pieces before a second firing. This technique came from Iraq and flourished in Fatimid Egypt. Minbars. The Almoravid minbars, such as the minbar of the Grand Mosque of Marrakesh, commissioned by Sultan Ali ibn Yusuf in 1137, or the minbar of the University of Al-Qarawiyyin, expressed the Almoravids and the Maliki legitimacy, their inheritance of the Umayyad imperial role, and the extension of the imperial power into the Maghreb. Both minbars had exceptional works of maquetry and wood carving, decorating with geometric composition, inlaid materials, and arabesque reliefs. This has been episode 114 of the History of Portugal podcast. If you like these podcasts, please like and subscribe, following us on all places you can find your podcasts.
Thank you for listening to the History of Portugal podcast, a Eat to My Own Beat podcast. New episodes every Friday. Get more information on the History of Portugal podcast on Facebook, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. Check out www.eattomyownbeat.com for more information on our travels.